Hi everyone, good morning. I'm just going to hold this for a while and we'll go straight into it. I guess I wanted to just like share the updates from my outreach yesterday. So yesterday we started like a mini social campaign and I reached out to, I made posts in certain groups that I shared with us. We evaluated those groups on the session yesterday together, and I started getting response. As of today, because again, they're qualifying criteria for, just like qualifying people, seeing if they'll be best to like speak at one of our speed networking sessions. I did mention that yesterday. So right now we have like two prospects specifically from like the nomadness group. Another thing I'm doing is just like sending folks friend requests, inviting them to the community. The truth is that that's still like a long stretch. But something happened yesterday. I realized that Facebook also now limits like the number of groups I can send messages to. The moment I sent like messages to like seven groups, and bear in mind, you saw the template that we did yesterday was like friendly chit chat kind of thing. I realized that I was restricted. Again, I also figured I could only send DMs to like two people. Okay, three folks. After that, they kept saying unable to send, unable to send. I think that those folks have not restricted my account because they feel like I'm stirring like useful conversations on Facebook, and that's why they don't want to take me off. But, anyways, I have decided that today I am going to take some. Okay, well, maybe not today. Yeah, maybe today. I'm going to take some time to think, and then I'm going to come back to you tomorrow on what other platforms we can go to aside from Facebook. As personally, I don't like Instagram DMs. I think it takes like a long time for people to get back, or I don't know, maybe because I've never like had an Instagram account. Oh well, I had one then I deactivated it because it didn't work for me. So when I'm on the way I see social media is yeah, we're building meaningful connections, but how can this transport and transform the work that I do or my brand? So when I get on the social media platform, I give myself like a target. I say, okay, I'm going to be here for 90 days. These are the KPI for 90 days. If I don't get it here, I move elsewhere. And that's why I keep moving till I move to where I get it. And so that kind of like worked for me on LinkedIn and Facebook. And so it was pretty easy years back to just deactivate my Instagram. So we would say I'm not a pro at Instagram, but we'll see how things play out. Today gonna just go ahead to think about Facebook. Facebook is working, I'm not gonna lie. Like as of today I have two speakers already. If I keep on with that intensity, I could have like 10 speakers by the end of this month. And that would be enough to serve us for like the rest of the year. Yeah, that's one. About the tech stack, I know I've been talking about tech stack and all of so I took a few notes. Aha! Something I realized something yesterday, and then I just noted it here. I realized that travelers don't like to be asked what they do on the first meeting. They prefer to connect on shared experiences. And that was like an aha moment for me because I don't know how I start conversations with people. I can't remember right now, but just asking people questions yesterday and then just hearing a couple of people say, "Oh no, I would rather to talk about shared interest. Don't ask me what I do. That's not why I'm on a trip. I'm on a trip till I'm like, okay, maybe this is a thing." And so those were like criteria that I was also using to like see who would be great for like our I'd to host our speed networking sessions. And another thing I'm doing is I'm also promoting the speed networking sessions on my personal profile and across our social media platforms. So we're getting some sort of introductions. Yes, so today, Thursdays, what we do on Tuesdays, I have it somewhere on my dashboard, that's why I don't forget. What we do on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays is actually follow ups. But ideally, I realize I just get like depending on the follow-up structure, I get to like just do follow-ups like once a week because this week Tuesday I didn't do follow-ups because we sent emails even until like the weekend, and so there wasn't really a lot of follow-up to do. So today basically we're doing follow-ups. We're going back to every host agency that we've contacted. We're going back to every travel organizers that we've contacted, every travel club, every community leader, and every referral. And then we're following up on those conversations. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. Alrighty. I think I should make a few calls while on this session. Let's see if I think we should do calls and But before that, I was generating like follow up templates before I came on the live session. So I think we should conclude on that and then we go to follow ups in itself. So there's several levels to follow ups. I think I want to do some follow up calls, and just a few. Yeah, I think I have a few people I want to call, and then from there we go to following up on like sending emails and all of that. Let's see. I'm using ChatGPT, so I'm just like pasting my what's that thing called into it. Um I'm pasting my text into it and then asking it to generate follow up. But for the last one, let's do this. I'm realizing that my screen actually okay. So I've been told to like share my entire screen. Uh oh, that didn't show well. Wait, let's see. No, that won't work. Let me stop sharing because I realized that my screen now is like blank at the end of like the session, right? When I go back to watch it, and I don't know what's happening. I've been solve it. So when I made my research, like just like sharing my entire screen was one of the things I got, and then turning off hardware acceleration, which I already turned off. So let's hope that this turns out well. I've generated the message sequence for like host agencies way back. Travel event organizers, yeah, the follow up I already generated. At travel clubs I have, travel community leaders I have from like way back, but referrals I have not. So let's do that this morning. Referrals is just like a WhatsApp message I sent to a few folks. For referrals, I'm just generating like the WhatsApp right now. I cannot send them the message like right now because it's WhatsApp and I'm using my mobile to stream on Instagram. All right, so there's like a last follow up sequence. These are tourism leaders that have asked for referrals to travel event organizers, travel clubs, or travel community leaders. Please, and then our chat is on WhatsApp. Could you please generate three follow up email sequence, just like you've done for the others that I can send? Make it casual. I have a meeting today and I'm actually excited about that meeting. It's at 2 p.m. Yes, another thing. Okay, I think I already mentioned that we cannot do the. Yeah, I was going to say something about the tech stack. I think I have my note here. See my notes. I have been thinking and thinking and thinking. Wait, I've been thinking and thinking and thinking to myself. Um, referrals. Capital W and WhatsApp referrals. Yeah. I didn't ask for referrals. They didn't ask me for referrals. Thankfully, I caught this. I'm not going to sit down here and try to help ChatGPT. I think it's because I use the voice. Just give me a moment. I actually asked them for a referral. Asked them for a referral. And that's about it. Really? What should I do here? Alrighty. Absolutely. You don't know that Jane is a total. There's no way I'm ever going to send somebody a WhatsApp message and say, want me, or all of those things. I don't have that. It's not necessary. So I have decided that I thought about it really. I thought about just using Google Forms, MailChimp, yada yada yada. And I don't know, I'm not just convinced that right now is a time to start merging tools together just like I have done in the past. I think that right now may be the perfect time to just wait for the version one of our product to come out. I mean, at the end, I don't know how long it's going to take the developer to like develop the product, but I'm thinking maybe like 3 weeks because it's what we're having right now is pretty basic. It's just something functional, like a functional product. I just think that the event might not commence on like the first Thursday in October. I might have to wait till like the second Thursday in October. Because I think that we should now have our own system for generating these events, for having these events, for sending auto reminders and all of that, and then for building our community. Yeah. So what I'm doing right now is I'm still going ahead to like find speakers. We could get a few people in our Facebook group and all of that. But honestly, the work, the majority of the work starts as like getting people into the community like at scale really starts when our community goes live. I mean, at least the version one, and it's the version one that we're really shooting for. I'm hoping that that can be held by like say first week in September. I'm hopeful. I just thought about using different tools and all of that. And I just thought to myself that, hey, this thing is not sustainable, right? If if we want to, I've done this thing before, like, like even for like the Instagram live that I'm doing, I was just seeing the statistics and some of the posts I made for people now. I see people inviting their folks into like our travel agent community. Of course, I declined because the travel agent community again is just for travel agents, not for travelers themselves. And so sometimes, really, the migration of folks from one particular community into another, if you do not have proper data, can be a lot of work. So right now, as we're starting those events, let them just have direct access to our community. I just want to like streamline the process. I don't know if that makes sense or I'm asking for too much too early, but that's it. I'm trying to make some low voice. Yeah, I have like a backlog of some calls to make. Well, I'll make the calls and I'll go to like sending emails, like follow up emails. Yep. Let's try to open that file that has your numbers. Reset. When I woke up this morning, I was so thankful because sometimes when I just think about it, I remember I was just speaking with someone yesterday, and we're talking about the fact that just showing up is not easy, but just being able to like have your joy intact, being able to wake up every day excited and really want to do this. I think that it really means a lot that regardless of what happens the previous day, I'm still able to like get it together and just show up and thank you for your support. I mean, and then I'm also grateful that things are like working out, things are lining up perfectly. Well, not with the kind of speed that I would have expected, but I mean, we're on to something here, right? Because right now we have like two communities in Singapore. We have one travel community leader in Malaysia, and then we have one country ambassador in India, and it just gets better really. And so yeah, that's something I'm grateful for. So yes, let me go to this file. I need to call some people. Aslam. So Aslam is a travel agent in Oman. There are a couple of calls that I'm literally just pushing till our product comes up, especially a particular. Yeah, I mean they're interested. They've seen our not really way to get them like on board, like the proper way. Travel Leaders Network said not now. So yeah. No, they said yeah, well, not now, not interested. I guess that's the same. Okay, this person said they were gonna call me today. They're a travel agent in the UK. Mm, all right, so yeah, I want to call Aslam and I want to call uh Aslam and who is that person again? Emma. Let's call Emma. Emma is in the UK. She's a travel agent. I mean, so we've like started conversations with these folks before and they're interested. Another person I already met with her. She's in the island. I think we met I think we met this week, right? Yeah, we met this. Oh, that went well too. That went well. So she's really waiting for her onboarding details. But she's interested. Hmm. All right, so let's call Aslam. Aslam is in Oman. Shout out to the Zoom at I say Zoom. I want to say shout out to the team at Zoo. I found Zoo very helpful. Especially because with what we're doing now, I am very big on being cost efficient, and Zoo happens to just be that platform that helps me keep my book in check. So yeah, free peaks, hopefully. I think we're supposed to have a demo, but it didn't show up. Yeah, while I'm trying to reach Aslam, and there's also yeah, but while I'm trying to reach Aslam, you see, I know that following up on people get busy and all of that, but I don't know. I think I just want to share like a brief story to encourage anyone who's like a salesperson. So there had been this person that I started a conversation with when we when we met, when we started the email conversation. It was all energy. Unreachable. I'm just gonna try again one more time. It was all energy, all vibes, and I was so excited. And I don't know what happened, they just suddenly went cold, right? Not just cold, as in them not responding to my emails. They were responding, but it was just giving me, oh, you know. And I was wondering, I thought I'd said something wrong. I thought I did something wrong. And then I stopped following up on them, right? And then I picked it up like 2 weeks after also and said, hey, how are you? If you ever still want to meet, I'm here to meet. And then it was just like that energy continued, and we just because we were always having like great laughs on online when we're chatting and all. The travel agent we've only met once from different part of the world, and they're on board right now. And I thought to myself that, maybe it was just life. Maybe life was just happy. We were just too busy with work to even think about me. Because again, they didn't go to me, like they responded to the email, but it was just, oh, warm regards and all of them. Like, okay, did I say something wrong and all of that? So sometimes, yes, when you're following up on prospect, like this person that I just called now, we I had sent him an itinerary. What's spoken is in Oman, but they have a branch in the UAE, and they're always looking for like African trips. And honestly, I can't wait for us to start working together. And then I'd responded to their email. We're having like this group back and forth, and then suddenly there was silence, and now they're not picking the call. And if what had happened with the prospect in the past had not happened, I'd have probably thought, okay, maybe they're no longer interested and they don't want to say it. But I realized that okay, maybe it's just reality, maybe it's just life happening. And so what I do is I keep them somewhere in my list and then I circle back in like a month. And then I realized that it actually picks up really. And so sometimes even if someone had like started with you very chummy, very nice, and then they suddenly go cold, still not about you. All right, so let me go back to my list. Uh, Hi, Emma. This is Esther. We connected a few. Okay. Hi, Emma. This is Esther. We connected a few weeks back at your BNI branch. I know you said you were on vacation at a point in time. I'm wondering if you're back or if this is even a good time to have this conversation at all. I look forward to speaking with you or hearing from you. Sent you a couple of emails, but I didn't get a response. But you could reach me back at partnerships at zagotours.com. So partnerships with an S, Zago, Zago, Tours, Tours.com. I look forward to speaking with you. So this person is also like a classic example. We met once at like a BNI meeting. So I had a season I was just like going to BNI meetings, and you know they were interested. They were very excited about the idea. And then I sent a mail. There was no response. And then I called. They were like, "Oh, I'm on vacation, but I saw your email. I'm gonna come back to it." I think it's been like 6 weeks now. And ever since then I've been calling. It's been like in the voicemail and all of that. Okay, so I think um that's about it on folks that are already interested in what we do that I want to speak to. The others are folks that are already on board, but I think I need to move here, Patricia. So let me just out on here and Patricia. A couple of people I'm not going to go back to until mm, intro. No, it's just I don't think she's an intro per se. I think it's just BNI. Let me update my weekend. So I'm just updating my list. That'll probably be all of the BNIs that I will attend this year. Alright. Okay, so yes, we met at BNI. And then Shamibia was riding. Right. Where's Aslam? Okay, I should into this list too. Sorry, I'm just trying to update my list. Alrighty. BNI. Yes, okay. Hmm. Alright, so honestly, I think the easiest follow up, I'm going to be starting with the easiest, is host agencies. There are tons of follow up messages to send out today, honestly. I moved to travel clubs, moved to community leaders because there's a lot of work there. For leaders, I've sent the first message, I've sent the second message, so I'm starting like a different sequence, and I have to literally just go one after the other. So host agency first. Alrighty, looking up my host agency list, so I can see those I've sent a mail to, and then find them in my email address. So yes, host agencies. I also like to note like when these follow-ups are going out, so I know when the next Follow-ups will be post agency. Okay, I'm coming on see now. Next year, they said to send an email. Next year, we are able to see next year. Okay, so I sent the next year on September. That was last week, Thursday. That's a long time ago, if you ask me. So, what made me assume that I didn't have people to follow up with on Tuesday? Probably be maybe because we had like, a couple of other things that we're doing. Yeah, like figuring out the next phase. Okay, so we're sending emails. I need to record when the first email went out. Email one was September 11. Email two, today is September 18. September 18. Alrighty, let's get the email that was supposed to be sending. Okay, what's the yeah, I wanted to uh, TN. What does TN mean? Travel club. Okay. EM. What does EM mean? Must be event organizers, travel leaders. Okay, these are folks that are already on board with us. And okay, this is for host agencies. Up to 7 to 10 days after. And that's when I'm just sending. Okay. 3 to 5 days. Well, 11, 18. I'm like 2 days late. I don't know. I'm supposed to. I think that I'm going to use a software like Rocket Ridge to try to find. There's a place that has expressed interest, but it's been so hard getting to like the contact person. I don't know what to do right now. Maybe I could just go on LinkedIn and try to find them or something. Because I did find them on Facebook. Oh well, maybe not John Jackson. Because if I go online to look for like the especially places like Facebook to look for like the person in charge of marketing, there are probably tons of people with that kind of name. Yeah, so that might really not work. But I know like the founder, the co-founder, and I've sent the founder. I've called the founder. He responded and pointed me to the right person. But for the co-founder, I did send him like a Facebook request, but I'm yet to get a response. Anywho, we keep at it. But I know that 50, 10 calls, 3 conversions. Doesn't matter even if we don't get 10 calls, but 3 must convert. For just agency, when I gathered 50 names, I couldn't send to all 50 because some landed in voicemail, some said to call back, and a lot of other things like that. But we only have one on board, so we have 2 more to go. All right, I think I already copied this. This file will be my guide. This one that has like their names and emails and all of that. I next year. So, election. Mhm. Oh gosh, please. There's so many next year rights in this area. How you let's just do how you typically because so many putting the business name and all of that. It's not gonna work for me. After this email, I think I'm also going to make a few calls to the right place that a couple of people are still on break. So I sent the next yeah. KHN travel. How was it the KHN travel? I think they gave me a separate email and I think it was the same problem. You know? KHN travel. He didn't go through. Yeah, I don't think that thing worked. Let me just go to the website right now. Let me just say KHN travel. KHN travel. Mm, I have to call them again. Yeah, I couldn't access their Facebook page. They did give me an email address, but that email address does not work. I couldn't get through to during vacations too, but let's see what's evidence. I think Steve said it was out of office or something like that. I remember, I was speaking with someone and they had said something like their travel agency. Okay, well, like their host agency. It's a very popular host agency, by the way. And said that they can't sell other trips, and I'm like, but I mean that could potentially work if that travel agents really have volume, or if they provide that travel agent with like leads. But if they don't, but they're a big company actually. I think they provide them with leads or one of those things. Mm. Okay. First plans. My first plans. When I saw cruise planner, I was like, oh, this cruise. We won't be able to work with them. Then I did check their website and I saw that, they like sell beyond cruises. I'm like, okay. If they're traveling at work. Oh, gifted travel. Can't you just say GTN instead of if they're traveling at work? Mm. You know, more I grow in my career, I'm realizing that I am wanting to do more of strategy than, you know, than be like the person executing. And it's so tough because what I'm currently doing right now at Zago only allows me, no, it actually allows me to strategize and, be like the questions person. So I await the day where with Zago the only thing I would have to do is what I love to do, strategy. I've been on the operation side of things. I know how to do it, but I'm not sure I like it like I used to. Even though I have no doubt that we can get into some of these travel post agencies. Absolutely no doubt. The truth is that some of them, you know, their telephone lines are pretty basic. Their supplier folks don't even work in the office, so it's quite hard to like talk to the the direct person because we like have a great offer, we have a great problem statement defining and all of that. We're quite different from everything that's in the market. And I think that structure is quite intentional because I like did the research. Yeah, with Zago. So I feel like that's how it should be. As a new company, the only thing that stands you out is what you're doing differently from what every other person in the market is doing. They're not really new ideas. They're just I don't have the right word right now, but you get me. Oh yeah. I also think I'm forever a cold email girl. No, sorry, cold call girl. Like, yeah, I'm not going to send the email afterwards, but I want to like get on the call with you first, have a conversation, not with somebody that is supposed to direct me to. I mean, like, I like to like kind of like get through the gatekeeper and then talk to the right person. I don't know if that gives you like extra confidence that okay, we're onto something here. So we send them emails. Just get through to the right person and have a conversation with that person. Know what's up if they're gonna say no, what's up, gonna say yes, and then we just kick it up from there rather than emails. Yeah, I want to do emails, but emails and calls or calls before emails. I feel like calls are pretty direct, and I think that I'm like the direct person. Honestly, I think I like to know, okay, this is where I am, okay, this is what's happening, and all of that. Yeah, I want to follow up, but not necessarily forever. Because I mean, imagine following up. Okay, so for someone that likes to really get things done, so imagine like following up with somebody once, or by the third time you literally want to leave them alone. But if you had like gotten on a call with them and they're telling, "Oh, I'm not interested," you wouldn't even bother, or you just put them in like the pipeline and know that okay, this person, I'm not going to come back to them until like the next 6 months, or this person, nothing is even going to happen at all. We're probably just going to keep them for nurturing, but not necessarily sell to them. But if you're like, and then for me, I like to see things through to the end. So let's say I was sending email to somebody and I sent like four different emails and they didn't respond to all the four. I think I'm just learning to really let go, to really think, okay, yeah, this person is not interested. I think I'm just learning that. Because after sending like three follow ups, I could put them somewhere in my mind to say, oh, I'm going to go back to this person in a month, in 2 months. And the truth is, because maybe that person never even responded to the first, the second, or to the third, because they were never interested. And so that's why I think that now that I'm kind of in the role that I'm in as the head of sales, and somebody who also like has like a tourism marketing agency, I try if I get a mail from a salesperson and I'm not interested, I tell them like ASAP because that thing is just nah. The tension that travel agents go through is so real. right, so I have got to get off. I've got to like get off. I've got to get off this live so that 30 minutes were past 30 minutes. But thank you all for tuning in. See you tomorrow. So today I'll do like all of the follow ups and we'll see what we do tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.